This is Arun Jagtiani from Island Real Estate Team, and I'm so excited to be back on site here at Ocean Residence. But today, I've got a special guest joining us. We've got Dr. Sok from Island 92. Welcome, how you doing?
Nice
Great to see you.
I'm so thrilled to be here. Look at this, this is incredible. You know, hurricane preparedness.
Absolutely. Well, definitely the entire building is constructed with this in mind, all right? The developers have been building in St.Maarten for 30, 40 years. So there's certainly no strangers to the environment and the weather challenges that come with the Caribbean, right? So first of all the concrete that's being used, it's like 7,000 PSI.
That's huge.
So it's as strong as can be.
And watch them drive the piles to do this. I mean, these piles go all the way down to the bedrock.
Yeah, there's pilings throughout, like for example, this column here is one of the pilings. You can see in the corner here as well, 100 plus columns like this throughout the building, which go about 70 feet down to the bottom. It connects onto the bedrock at the bottom of the ocean. That's all filled with concrete. Structure's not going anywhere. Yeah, the steel, it's all top of the line, very thick steel throughout.
And you can see it when you watch the construction that's going on. You can see the amount of the steel and the quality of the steel that's going into the concrete.
Yeah, you've seen it from the very beginning, from a distance, so to speak, and it's all well thought out, and they're very methodical.
Really fast.
Yeah.
That blows my mind. I kind of watch every month or so you see something.
We're going to be pouring a floor now about one level every 7 to 8 weeks is what we're...
Every 2 months.
Yeah, basically is the pace we're on for a new level. The goal is to have the structure finished by the end of 2025 and the entire building finished by the end of 2026. So towards the end of this year, we'll start doing the finishings inside.
That'll be here before you know it.
Oh yeah, yeah, and everything's right on schedule. Actually a little bit ahead of schedule right now. So depending on, if the weather holds up throughout the summer, we're probably going to finish ahead of schedule. Yeah, so it's exciting things.
We were talking about backup generator power.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that.
Backup generator, backup water supply, without going into the technical specs, enough to power it for like over a month.
And I know we talked a little about with doors and windows. Shutters, no shutters?
No shutters. No shutters on the building, and that's because they've made the extra investment into the top of the line glass, right? So to protect the aesthetics of the building, it's all being done top of the line. And what's really critical is the way it's installed, right? So you can have the best doors, and if they're installed weak, it's not gonna hold up, right? Exactly. The storm's gonna push it through. So no, it's top of the line. I believe actually the manufacturer's coming here to install the doors. Yeah. Very so no, it's everything's gonna be done way above code. Yeah.
And what's the rooftop going to be?
We're going to have 2 penthouses, which will have access to a top space. And then it's all technical stuff on the rooftop.
Got it.
So it's not an open common area on the rooftop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any investment in solar on the property or not yet?
Yeah, absolutely. There's going to be solar panels on the roof. We're trying to have all the common areas powered from the solar. So again, to help keep HOA fees low, which right now the projected HOA fees put it about $5 a square meter. That includes insurance on the structure,
right?
The upkeep of all the common areas, use of all the common area amenities, security, that type of stuff. So the big nut there, of course, is the insurance, right? It's good to know that's bundled into that. And that's extremely competitive. And again, the building's been designed to keep the carrying costs sustainable over time.
What about the property itself? Is this government long lease?
It is government long lease, and all that is built into your HOA fees. So yeah, that's another expense that's coming from your HOA.
Great, and is this a new long lease that has just started? That's
correct.
Good for another 60 years.
Yeah. I don't know the exact year that it expires, but everything's in great standing.
Right. And, a lot of people, a lot of foreigners, a lot of Americans, a lot of Canadians they hear a long lease and they get concerned.
Sure.
It's a very Dutch concept.
Yeah. European. Even in Canada they have it, and
it's nothing to be concerned about because at the end of the lease has to automatically renew.
Yes, well, especially in a condo situation, there's really no concern because it's all done via the HOA. You can still sell it whenever you want. You can pass it on to your heirs whenever you want. You can rent it. You have all the same rights and benefits as like a fee simple freehold title. So you still have all the benefits.
And so you'll still get a right of apartment. If
Oh yeah,
you will.
yeah. You have an actual deed. You'll get an actual
You'll
deed
have
for this.
actual-
Yeah, you'll have 100% ownership. You can will it onto your heirs. Again, you can sell it whenever you want. You have all the rights and benefits that you're familiar with on like a fee simple deed. So it's just there's a small fee that's being paid back to the government. Think of it as a backdoor way of property tax, if you want to think of it that way.
Exactly.
That's maybe a better way to visualize it.
Exactly.
And that's all being handled through the HOA, so it's not even extra burden for you.
What a tremendous, even sitting here with our back
How tranquil is that?
towards Simpson.
You still see the ocean there, yeah.
Wherever you look,
every angle you look at.
Wherever you look, you see some blue water.
Yeah, well, you're surrounded. It's, location. There's a lot of beautiful condo projects happening in St. Maarten, but there's nothing on a location like this. Again, we're on a peninsula, right? Most buildings you look at, you're gonna have a building next to you or on either side of you, in front of you, back. Here, you've got
Can you imagine
ocean around you.
Just sitting here watching the Super Bowl or whatever sporting event, or whatever movie.
I'm a huge sports fan, but I think I'm gonna end up watching the sunset and the planes. I'm gonna tune in just for the end of the fourth quarter. Like I really think this overpowers, or just. Wow.
It doesn't get better than that.
I'd never get tired of this. I'm on site all the time, and I'm still amazed every time I see this view.
So let's talk a little bit about the building itself.
Yeah,
and where it's located. Because Ocean Residences, this is going to become a landmark.
Absolutely.
And
it's already becoming that, right? Like people are already referencing this because now they see the pace of construction, they see the design, the shape of the building, and a lot of people are like, whoa, wow, what's that?
And I'd like to take us back to maybe a decade ago when the causeway was coming into reality,
Yes,
and there was so much discussion about the causeway and should we or shouldn't we, and now the causeway has become a landmark for St. Maarten.
Of course.
People come to see the causeway. Locals and visitors alike use it to exercise.
Sure.
It really has become a landmark for St. Maarten. This building, because of its location, is going to also become.
Well, I think its location and also the design that it's going to have when it's completed. It's noticeable as you're driving down the hill coming from Phillipsburg. It's noticeable, as soon as you land at the airport. It's different than the other buildings that we see throughout the island. And so the location makes it so noticeable, but also the architecture, the quality of construction, and the detail and, just the beauty of it is really going to make it kind of sparkle, right? And really stand out.
How many units are in the building?
54.
So when you look at the size of the building.
2-acre site. We're on a 2-acre site, 7,000 square meters of land.
That's not
beachfront. It's not high density. No.
At all.
No.
At all.
And very spacious. So, you referenced the causeway and some different, that obviously is something open to the public and this and that. This is going to be very exclusive, right? And it's not going to be obviously anybody coming here to take a walk up and down. It's going to be very exclusive, but you're right. It becomes a landmark that people are going to reference. People are going to be taking selfies with this in the background. It's going to be noticeable when you're on Simpson Bay Beach coming over the hill. But yeah, really, really special. And
so
thrilled to be part of it.
How far down, as we go down the balcony here, where does this unit end?
This particular unit, so you see these two columns?
Right.
And there's another column after that?
Right.
That's where it ends.
Got it.
And it goes around. It's 80 square meters.
That's huge.
It's 80 square meter wraparound balcony. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's so amazing. Yeah.
So when are you moving in? That's what I want to know.
Upon completion. Upon completion. And same question to you, right?
For everybody that knows me, I live here on.
You live down? Yeah.
I live down the beach, and so this is my favorite beach on the planet.
Of course.
I say it every day.
I can appreciate that.
And this really does give you a new perspective to Simpson Bay.
Yes.
And.
I think as well, there's going to be some great economic spin-off from this. I've spoken to several landowners, not too far from here, who've been kind of waiting for this, right? Because there's been rumors of this building coming for quite some time. And they're excited to see this now because it is going to create economic spin-off from here, right? So land values just went up for everybody on this beach upon completion of this. So
So let's talk about. So we have, you said 1, 2, and 3 bedroom
Yes.
units.
And then we have the possibility to do a custom floor plan on the second level. Yeah.
So what are the price points?
Beautiful. The 1 bedrooms are starting around 770,000. The 2 bedrooms around 1.2, and the 3 bedrooms a little over 2 million.
So that's competitive pricing for what?
Per square meter, yeah, because the floor plans are so big, so that brings the price tag up. But you know, this is not meant to be the cheapest product out there. It's meant to be a luxury product. It's meant to be at the top of the price points for condo inventory out there. And I don't really like to call this condo. It's a residence, right? It's a residence.
You're in a residence. You're in a home in a building that happens to be
with the benefit of of having commonality, right? So of having some of those common amenities. Like I'm seeing the bottom of the pool from the corner of my eye, and I just keep thinking, wow, how amazing that's going to be. But even the fitness center, the direct beach access, the underground parking.
Let's talk about parking.
Yeah.
So a 3-bedroom unit in Ocean Residence gets you parking in the garage.
Every residence comes with 1 assigned parking space. Again, 54 units in the building, over 150 parking spots. So there's ample parking for everyone. We envision that we'll have a lot of absentee owners who may not even have a car that they're going to keep here. But we're assigning 1 per residence. Also, if you look across the street here, across the beach, you'll see that empty lot there. So the developers have rented that land long term, and we're going to use that for parking for the restaurant. So the restaurants, the general public that are coming to use the restaurant or one of the cafes that might be down here, they'll have an extra parking lot across the street for that. And some of the overflow might come into the parking garage.
Perfect.
But yeah, it's been well thought out. There's ample parking.
What exciting space. So the layout we're looking at someone's living room, right?
Living room and kitchen in this area, and then you've got 3 bedrooms spread over that area.
Wow.
Yeah, impressive. And we've got some good footage on YouTube describing the floor plans in detail, and we're going to be making some new videos on that as well very soon. Now that the construction has progressed, we can walk through.
3-bedroom, 3.5 bath?
This one is 3-bed, 3-bath, and then we have another floor plan that's 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath.
Got it.
But on this floor plan, the 3rd bedroom is more like an office, right? And that has an ensuite. So whereas every other bedroom on the building has a direct ocean view, the 3rd bedroom, like I said, so we've actually in some of our marketing materials we've called it 2.5 bedrooms.
Got it.
And that confused a few people. Like, what's a half bedroom? It's still a good size, right? Don't get me wrong, but we've labeled it as more of a half bedroom.
Got it. And what's the price point on this unit?
This unit's about 1.9. Yeah,
so that's
1.9. It's 300 square meters, so 3,000 square feet. We've
fair.
only got 2 of these left at the moment. Yeah. Sales have been great. Touching on that real quick, we're about 40% sold right now, and to reserve inventory, 15% down, 15% down, balance on completion. The project's fully funded, so the developers are not using your money to build, which is a common formula here in St. Maarten that a lot of developers do. Is you pay stage payments as they progress. This way, 15% down, balance on completion. It's one of the safest ways to buy pre-construction. The proof is in the pudding. You'll see the finished product before you pay the balance.
There you go. It's quite a spectacular place. Should we go wander a little further?
Let's stroll around.
Okay.
Let's look at some other units.
Perfect.
It's awesome to have you here on site.